Lords and ladies, come hither. And everyone else, too. This is once again playing Princess Crown Edward Gaiden. And we will be wrapping up Ed's side story today. But since we've got a repeat dungeon coming up, and nothing terribly novel, I'd like to take a few moments to offer my most profuse and sincere thanks to everyone who offered their kind thoughts on my last upload, that being the Lucy Memorial. She did have a long run for a Toller, and hopefully a good one. But anyone who's ever had a critter near and dear to them, be it dog, cat, rat, chinchilla, horse, or whatever, you'll know what I mean when I say it's just never long enough. And my sympathies and condolences in turn to any of you who've experienced similar loss recently. I know a few of you mentioned that in the comments. And I know I've said something to this extent before, but, you know, it bears repeating. Now, YouTube comments are really, typically one of the most wretched hives of scum and villainy this side of Image Board land. But, that has really not been the case on my channel. I've somehow drawn in some good people, and I don't know what kind of karmic jackpot I hit in a previous life to have that happen to me of all people, but I really do appreciate it. So once again, thank you very much. And now with that said, we are in a repeat dungeon, Earth on Truz Terra, nothing we haven't seen before. And we'll just follow the same path we have in the past as Gradriel, and get down to that room right in front of the exit that you see at the bottom of the map. Should be a fairly uneventful jaunt. Not even too many random encounters along the way, which I can't say I mind. Don't know why I was staring at my inventory for a while there. Guess I just kind of can't decide what to put in my active rotation. Now then, moving along. Alright, just a little bit to the left, and a random encounter. Oh, dirty pool. Can't block when in the post-combat thing there. But at least I get the health back. And don't get hit by a second round of bombs. As I was saying, a little bit to the left, and we should be at the end of the dungeon. Hey, and there's our dad's dark sword, still impaled into bloody. And surprise, surprise, when we pull out the sword, Bloody returns to life. I'll bet nobody saw that coming. And so Eddie kind of auto-tears him up. But as we've seen in the past, Bloody has not yet had enough. And here's Gradriel to warn us we have to use the power of the Dark Sword to put him down once and for all. I guess since we're seeing things from Edward's perspective this time, we aren't seeing the whole bit where we got killed by Bloody and Gradriel had to go screwing around with the time stream in order to save our life. Because, well, from Edward's perspective, none of that would have happened. I guess that's kind of a nice touch. And so the fight with Bloody is pretty much the same as it was for Gradriel. One of the tougher, uniquely named demon-type enemies, but still pretty manageable. And as is typical for named boss-type demons, he will bring out the Gimp. And I hit him while he was draining the Gimp, which sounds like a urinary euphemism, but never mind that. And apparently it is possible to hit him during that animation, which I didn't think was possible. But it does not reduce his healing at all. He still gets the full heal. So there's really not much point in interrupting it even if you can, aside from just getting a little free damage in. Neat boulder. Yeah, you just stand back there pointlessly doing criticals. And as I say that, of course, he tries to rush me down. I don't want to get on the other side of you, thank you. I'm gonna need that flower. And thankfully, doesn't do a very good job of keeping me away from it. So we're just about all healed up now, and since Bloody only gets the standard boss demon allowance of 1 Gimp, all we gotta do is take him down the rest of the way. Hey, beef. Seems to have been chewed on a little, but the wounded can't be choosers. Bloody is just chock full of Dispel Scrolls. Not terribly helpful to me right now. But it doesn't matter because he's just about dead. Come on, I want my flying decapitation. There we go. By the power of Grayskull! Alright, now that we have secured the Dark Sword and taken out Bloody, we can move on to the Spirit World. Let's roll, Princess. Hey, how's it hanging, Skulk? Well, I guess Skulk isn't in the mood for fisticuffs right now. Our vengeance for General Golgotha will have to wait a little bit longer. And since we are in the spirit world, that can only mean one thing: the annoying-ass dungeon that is Vograd's Tower. Yep, it's another reused dungeon. But since we haven't been through it as Edward, we will go ahead and do the whole thing long form. I do not believe the layout changes at all, which would be handy if I were capable of remembering directions. But since I'm not, I'll run into the usual plethora of dead ends and such. Because, as anyone knows who's been watching me for a while, I have absolutely no sense of direction. And you might ask, why are you leaving in this random battle with a bunch of ordinary goblins? That's because, as you just saw, now that we've had our battle with Bloody and unlocked the power of the Dark Sword, we can now use it in combat. In practice, it doesn't really change our super in any mechanical way. It just hurts a lot. And I am not one to complain about extra damage. No, sir, I am not. Also, it's just a nice visual touch. Big angry demon with a fuck-off big sword? I'll take two. And moving right along. There's something... No, this isn't it yet. It'll come up later. Something weird happens with a ghost during this dungeon, and I thought it was the one I just fought, but I think there will be another ghost in the near future. This must be it. It's a funky color, too. Yeah, see, it dropped a full pot. I don't know if I've ever seen a monster do that before. And I also noticed that at least on the ground, the pot is not animated. Even in my inventory, it's not perking. It is not time for the percolator. And I'm not sure I trust that. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat from that. You know, for the demonstrative purpose that LPs are often supposed to have, I probably should have eaten that just to see what would happen, but, you know, I guess I just really didn't feel like having to redo these dungeons if it was something really bad. So if anyone has any idea what is the deal with the non-percolating pot, feel free to share with the rest of the class, and I will thank you for it. And let's try skipping those stairs. Nothing too exciting here in, what is it, our third trip through Volgrod's Tower, but at least we're making decent progress. And this is another fight that I leave in, because the poltergeist does something kind of weird. Ow. And here it is. It does a weird critical that I'm almost positive I've never seen before. He just kind of drops into the ground and makes little sword tentacles come out of the floor. It doesn't seem to be very effective, because, you know, the swords don't come out that suddenly. And unless you walk right into them, they're not terribly likely to hit you. So yeah, I'm really not sure how exactly that's supposed to work. Unless it's, what you see is what you get, and it's just not all that effective a critical. I suppose there's some zoning quality to it, but as you can see, the low attack will pass right through it without hurting you. Which kind of reduces its effectiveness for the whole zoning thing. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of weird, and in all my previous plays of the game, I am pretty sure I've never seen that happen, so I left it in. Oh, damn it. Let's see, it looks like maybe left and up? Nope. That's that idea shot in the ass right quick. Well, that demon went out in kind of spectacular fashion. Flaming drill and giant sword demon to the face. Okay, not really to the face, but you get my drift. And while I cut that out, the poltergeist that I just fought did the sword in the floor critical again. I don't know if that's a function of the level that you encounter them at, or if it's something that just happens in Edward's game, or if it's just the way probability worked out for me. Anyway, here's me trying to figure out where the hell I'm going next. Okay, so down to 9. And then I guess I head left and take that convoluted sort of winding staircase up there, and I don't even know. Oh, and if I go up here, I'm pretty much at the end. Brilliant. Okay, time to prep the inventory for Edward's final battle. I guess I kind of hoarded a bit much here. Got way more stuff than I can take into my active inventory or really use. But I guess that's just about any game with RPG elements for you. Alright, we have had cake. We are ready for anything. Well, in Edward Gaiden, we never actually encounter Vogrod, but as we depart from the tower, Skulg finally decides to poke his head back out. I've got this one, princesses. This one's personal. Alright, Skulg. My name is Edward, I forget my last name. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Now, Skulg as Edward's end boss doesn't seem any different behaviorally from standard Skulg, as we encountered him in Gradriel's game. Whether he's powered up at all, I honestly couldn't tell you. One would hope so, because otherwise it would be kind of weird to fight this guy after Bloody, who is more difficult in the main game. But who knows, really. He certainly likes to spam magic around, but that's not terribly out of the ordinary for him. I love that Golden Gauntlet critical rate. Thanks largely to that, we've already got him down post-Gimp. And it'll just be a stand-up fight from here forward. Yep, just stand there and let me have my double mango break. I don't mind at all. Oh! Nice quick turnaround and catching me with the ice there. Very slick on Skulk's part. Damn it! Just a little further. Well, that fireball was a total popcorn fart, but even still, it should be a fairly easy win from here. One more hit. One more good hit ought to do it. Gotta get that last good shot in. Nope. Nope. He hangs on with 1 HP. Any hit at all. Kill steal! IGNIS with the Vengeance cockblock! Father, I have avenged your death. Okay, I guess technically my pseudo-dragon avenged your death. But I totally did the heavy lifting. Damn it, IGNIS. And so ends the tale of Edward. And what do you know? No sooner have we finished his volume than there's another book on the ground. Wait a minute, scratch that. 2 more books on the floor. Damn things breed faster than you can kill them. Well, anyway, no doubt that means we've got another 2 side stories to look forward to. And whose tale will be next? Well, for now, it's long past our bedtime. So for now, I'll say thank you for watching once again. This has been Un, and I bid you adieu until next time. Take care.